Good morning, friends. It's Tuesday, July 16th. And on a personal note, many of you have seen me go through cancer and you've seen me go through a lot of things because I've been doing this for over 4 years. And today I will be putting my cat down that I've had for 14 years since a kitten. And of course, it's very sad and very hard. And for comfort last night, I reached to Ecclesiastes in chapter 7. Now he was the man who wrote this was the wisest man, King Solomon. He was the wisest man, uh, considered the wisest man ever known, just from wisdom. And he kind of starts out on a real. He seems like he's dark. He seems like he thinks dark thoughts and he's kind of dark. And you think, well, he should be positive. But really, I found it very comforting today. And I don't mean to diminish your suffering because I know that there are those who have just lost loved ones, have lost, still mourning the loss of others that have gone many years ago, even. And so we all suffer. Death is part of life, but it's hard. And this is what I find comforting, where he says, a good name in chapter 7, starting with verse 1, he says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death is better than the day of birth. Better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will take it to heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by a sad countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of the mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. The end of a thing is better than the beginning. The patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And I got to thinking, when a baby is born, you're so proud. You just can't be prouder. It looks like this person and it's acting already the first day it's born. It's just everybody. You're just showing it off and you're just totally so proud. And then 25 years later, you're like, well, wasn't quite what I expected. And sometimes it's pretty hard, and sometimes there are people that are even a little bit ashamed. But they're still your children. And so now you suffer as parents. But there's more suffering ahead. And that's why he says it's better. He said it's better at the end than it is at the beginning. Because at the end, you think of the good things about that person. And you think about what you wish you would have did, and you regret some things, and you just think solemnly. It goes deep into your heart. Where if you're at a house of feasting, think about it, a big party, everybody's laughing, having a good time. That's when trouble starts. That's when people start getting out of hand. They start getting drunk. They start saying loud things. Where a house of mourning, everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet, and they're just thinking, yes, he was a good person. Yes, she was. We're going to miss her so much. And people just do their best to try to think of the good things about that person. And that's why the day of death is better than birth. Now, I have not saying we need to go, because we have a job here on earth, and no matter what you're going through, your purpose is to stay alive until God calls you. So that's our purpose, number one: stay alive, survive, find a way through whatever problems we have. And when we need comforted, go to the Bible. Some things might comfort you better. Psalms is very comforting for people too. But in this particular case, I needed to go straight to the subject. And Ecclesiastes did it for me. And he reminded me that it's okay to be sad. In fact, when you cry tears, you feel better. You're cleansing. Where if you're holding it all in and you're trying to look good and smile all the time, sometimes it's rough. And that doesn't help us. So if you need to be sad about something, go ahead and cry. Long as you stop at some point and say, all right, now it's time to go on. Got that out of my system. So, anyway, goodbye, Rocky, my cat. And I pray that you all will have comfort in your suffering. God bless you.